So then Sony decided to enter the video game market, and there was their system, the PlayStation. And it was pretty cool. I mean, everybody was like, wow, discs. So yeah, we started moving from cartridges, which was a sad day, to discs. But you know, we had to start using the discs because the games got larger and the game cartridges couldn't hold it anymore. But yeah, my top three. There was a game called Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I guess it was the police chasing the car scenes that I've never seen before, which really intrigued me. So I was a big Need for Speed fan, so that's my number three. Number two was my first ever RPG game that I ever played, Chrono Cross. And yeah, this game is wicked. If you haven't played it yet, find it somewhere and play it. Chrono Cross. It's really good. Storyline tight. And my number one game is Resident Evil 2. This game I played until I got everything that there was to get in this game. And it was, every time I played it was like I was playing it for the first time. So, good job Capcom, and I hope a new Resident Evil is coming out soon. Game Boy. In high school, you had a portable system in your hand, and it was called Game Boy. You were the boss. So many people wanted the system. It was like how people craving Blackberries and smartphones now. I mean, yeah, it was such a revolution at the time, and it had a long reign, but for me, these three games stood out. Super Mario Land 2, pretty good game. Kudos to Nintendo for releasing so many good games. And then there was Samus, Return of Samus, Metroid 2. That game was so realistic to me at the time. I was cowering in my bed when I reached the final boss in this game. I mean, that's how scary it was to me. The sounds were incredible, and again, Nintendo outdid themselves. But there was this game for that system called Tetris. Yep. If you've never played Tetris linked up back in the day, you never played a game. You were like lost in the 1960s and you weren't up to date, because Tetris linked up was fun, man. It was really fun. And this definitely is my number one game for Game Boy. Level 9 was starting to get easy, but yeah, it was a pretty good game. I know some of you are gonna get at me for making this my number one game for Game Boy, but yeah, no Pokemon, nowhere in sight. No, Sega was always trying to outdo Nintendo, so they released a handheld system called Game Gear, and it was pretty good, but I think they kind of defeated everything, because even with all the features and everything it had, it wasn't really portable. You had to be plugging it in all the time because the batteries would die so quick. So yeah, you'd carry it on the street for maybe an hour, and then you'd be like, dang, battery's dead. So you wouldn't really get to use it. But these three games, there was Streets of Rage, that yeah, I know it's my favorite. It was definitely a good street brawler. Sonic the Hedgehog. Yep, again Sonic, what can I say? It was a good game. And this game, Shining Force, which carried me into portable RPGs. Yeah, that did it for me. And again, in those days, spent a lot of time playing these games, man. A lot of time. Then the PS2 came out, and it still is around today. This system is a titan. It gave us improved graphics, so many accessories, and the start of online gaming. And yeah, this system was definitely revolutionary. Uh, there again are three games that I know people are gonna tell me what the heck, but number three, sorry, Crash Bandicoot 2. Love that game, man. Played it for hours. And there's this other game called Final Fantasy X 10. Most people started with 7, but for me it was 10 that did it. And yeah, this game, wow, I still have flashbacks. It was pretty good. And then one of my favorite games of all time, Kingdom Hearts. And even though I'd want to play this game right now, man, it is a good game and had so many hours of replay. I mean, so many things to do. Yeah, if you haven't played this game yet, go and get it. Pretty good. Kingdom Hearts. Square and Disney came together and made this game. Pretty good. My number one game for PS2. Then there was Nintendo 64. And the first thing people used to ask is, what's up with that controller? But this turned out to be a pretty good system. And here are my top 3. It was GoldenEye. This game, I think you guys should really give props, because I think it's because of this game you guys are playing a lot of Modern Warfare and those type of games right now. This game was another revolutionary game. Another game that's in my top 10 list of games of all time. But yeah, we used to play this for hours. And this game was the first game I ever played that had so many side missions and stuff to do. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. And number 2, Zelda Ocarina of Time. Yeah, from the first time I picked up the controller, the game just flowed smoothly. Yeah, I couldn't put it down. I couldn't wait to finish the game to see what's up. I mean, it had me, the storyline, just everything. It was a pretty good game. And then my number 1 game. What can I say? I play this game even today. Mario Kart 64. Let's just watch this for a while. Sweet, I love this game. Number one, definitely in my top 3 games of all. And then there was Xbox. Bill Gates decided that he liked video games, and yeah, tried to come into the market. It was a pretty good start, and yeah, even though at the time I think PS2 won that war, there were a couple of games that stood out for me. First there was a game called Fusion Frenzy, and this had me and my friends cracking up for hours, just trying to jump. It was like an old Nintendo game. It was just basic functions, and yeah, it was a really good party game. And then there was a game called Burnout Revenge. I like all Burnouts, but this one for Xbox is definitely my favorite. Spent hours playing this game too. Didn't finish it, but pretty much did. And then there was this game